Hey, so in order to answer this question, it's best to really draw a picture to kind of see what's going on. So let's start by drawing a picture to kind of show them the hill that we're looking at and then kind of go from there. So in our case, right, we have ourselves a hill and they tell us that our hill here, right, our hill here is 42 feet tall. So we can go ahead and give ourselves a label here. Say that this is 42. Okay, height of the hill is 42 feet. Then they tell us, right, that we're really building a statue on top of it, right? So we know that right on top of it, we have ourselves a statue. But we don't really know how tall that is, right? That's what we're trying to figure out. And so we can just label this any variable that we want. I'm going to go ahead and call it h. Okay. So from h, we can continue. Let's go through the rest of this, right? From the base of the hill to where you're standing is 73. So from the base of the hill, that's kind of talking about this point right in here. This from the base all the way to where we're standing, let's say we're standing out here, that's going to be 73 feet. Okay. So that's where we're standing all the way out here. And so from here, we can take this information, right? We're standing 73 feet away, and the statue subtends an angle of 10.3 degrees. What that means is from the bottom of the statue to where we're standing to the top of the statue from where we're standing. This angle in between here, that angle right there is actually 10.3 feet. Or I'm sorry, 10.3 degrees. And that's all the information they really give us. I'm going to go ahead and erase this hill. And what we see is we really have two triangles. Last piece of information that we can really draw from this is that this is going to be a right angle from where the hill intersects the ground because it's flat. And so straight up and down to straight left and right will always be that right angle. So now we have two triangles that we're really dealing with. And so the first triangle that we're going to talk about here is going to be the smaller triangle here. Okay, the smaller triangle is what we'll deal with first. Okay, and so we have two sides, but we don't have this angle. And so that angle is actually really important for us. So let's go ahead and try to figure out what this angle is. Let's call it x. Okay, so in order to find x here, we need to use our two sides in order to find that. We know that 42 is the opposite side and 73 is adjacent to it. What trig function do we know that deals with opposite and adjacent? Well, we know that opposite and adjacent will deal with tangent here. And so in order to figure out what this angle is here, we can use our tangent of our angle, right? Tangent of our angle x is equal to opposite, 42, divided by adjacent, 42 divided by 73. Using our rules, our properties of trig functions, we can go ahead and use the inverse of tangent in order to find the angle. And so when we go through, we do that, we see that x is then equal to 29.914 degrees. Okay, so that's this angle right here. Okay, and from here, we need to go ahead and use this information to figure out what the big triangle is going to give us. So this big triangle, we see that the angle for that big triangle is x and it's 10.3, so we're going to need to use both of those. Okay, so then the total angle is now 29, those two added together, right? X plus 10.3. That'll end up giving us 40.214 is the total angle here. From there, we can use our properties of tangent again, right? Opposite, the opposite of this whole side is h plus 42, right? It's h and 42. And the adjacent again is 73 feet. So that's where this comes from right here. Okay. That's where that comes from. Going through and solving that for h, we'll see that we can get h alone by multiplying by 73 on both sides. And that'll give us our final answer of 19.72, which is D. Hope that helps. Thanks.